Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Binary Life, a channel that teaches you how to code. Today we're going to be solving a simple problem, which is you are in front of a Rails app. Like you can see, this is my Rails app. My Rails app is called restaurant. You can see the name up here. It's called restaurant. Now let's say you have a database with some entries. Like you can see here, I was in my Rails console, the Rails console, where you can query your database using command lines, and you can see all that I includes. Don't try to understand, I'm just running queries. You can see selects on my database, and it returns tons of data, which means my database is not empty. Now what do you do if you want to empty all your tables, all your database, so that maybe you can start afresh with some new data, some new test data? Now there is a gem for that. It's called database cleaner. Here is it. You just add this gem, database cleaner, on your gem file. This is the gem file. Here you add it, and then you go to the terminal and the directory where your app is. My app is restaurant. It's a folder called restaurant. You can cd into it, and when you finish with the gem file, you just type bundle install. It's going to install the gem. Now I've already installed mine, so there will not be any update. When you're done, you go back to the Rails console. You see I have two tabs here. The second tab is the Rails console. You go to the Rails console, and you can type this command, database cleaner, which is a command that is provided by this gem. Now this is a database. I'm going to put this command in the description below so you can copy it. Database cleaner dot clean with truncate. You can see it's, when I type that command, it was cleaning all my table. I mean, emptying the data and leaving the table empty. So it's not taking away the database, it's keeping the database structure, just making sure there is no data inside so that I can start from fresh. Now my default database manager is SQL that I'm using, but if you was SQL or Postgre, there's still no problem. You are going to see the equivalent syntax here. So all these lines is emptying all my tables at the same time. And after doing that, I showed you this line up where I was manipulating data. Now after cleaning my database, you can see below I started querying every table just to get a count of how much information or lines or data I have inside. You can see this is 0. This is another table item, it's 0. This is another one, client, it's 0. So it really empties your table. You can also use that command somewhere in your seeding file. I'll show you the seeding file. If you don't know what a seeding file is, a file which permits you to construct your database and fill it with test data. So you just build your database and you just fill it with tons of data so that you can run tests on it, or you can display on your website for test purposes. Now you can still put that database cleaner command on top of the seeding file just before you start filling the data, such that every time you run the seeding command, it's going to always clean the database before repopulating it with new data. So I hope this is helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more things and for more information and some coding encyclopedia, and see you in the next video.